Hello folks, hope you're doing well. I'm just moving the mic a tiny bit, there you go. Well, something's been on my mind this morning that actually it was pretty cool thinking about the way that I was thinking about it, and I thought I should really share this. Because there is wisdom in this. So, yeah, I was thinking about, if I was talking to someone about the situation of wife and where I am with regards to that now, and my understanding with regards to that now, and talking about the fact of when you think about what you like. Well, for example, there's a program called I'm not sure if it's called The Bridgertons, but you have the characters of The Bridgertons, and there's one of the characters who's the one who's a bit sort of grumpy, a bit sort of not interested in dressing up like a little princess, and that character, I think she is nearly perfect for me. Image, I think her hair, the length of her hair, the colour of her hair, the curls on her hair, sort of waviness, perfect. I wouldn't ask. No, beautiful, absolutely fantastic in that sense. Facially, very cute. Lovely smile, all of that. Body wise, I have no idea, but okay. Okay, height wise, I really couldn't care less, but perfect, fine, whatever. I think she's going to be probably a tiny bit shorter than me, but not much. So, but it's the point with her so therefore, if I look at that character and I say, okay, I think that character is very attractive. Right? Why? What is it about that character that's most attractive? And because that means that in the future, if I come across a woman who has those characteristics, then okay, wifey radar comes up. But if she doesn't, then no. I wish you will, but not for me. So God bless. Enjoy, sort of thing, but I there's no wifey radar coming up because she doesn't have those characteristics, and I think that's cool. So put it this way, is it the way the woman looks? No, not at all. No, I mean the looks is, as I say, she's beautiful woman, who plays the role, beautiful woman, but it's not about that. It really is more about the characteristics of the person, her character, who she is as a person. That, especially in today's society, because in today's society we have a society going very much left wing. Well, for example, Mrs. B. So it would be nearly a year ago when I first met Mrs. B. Second time in the church, as I say, she turned around, said hello, saw you last week, didn't get a chance to speak, so thought I'd best say hello now. Because the pastor, his wife and the other lady were practicing the singy-songy bit, I could say worship, but it's not that. But because they were practicing that, we couldn't really hear each other, so Mrs. B came and stood next to me. She had a face mask on because it was during that time when you were expected to wear a face mask. I think height wise she might have been a tiny bit taller than me, but that didn't bother me at all. She seemed kind, considerate, compassionate, caring, loving. She seemed to have all of that. Cool, okay. On that day, and as I said shortly afterwards in the video, she had a glow about her. She had something about her that was like as if she had been in the presence of God. There was something beautiful, stunning about her. On that day, she was so bright, so colourful, so And then, so obviously, what happened during the service happened. I challenged her about We're supposed to pray for people when we can and not do intercessory prayer when we can actually lay hands, and she jumped at that, so we prayed for her friend who had a bad back. Then went outside and she was telling me about the fact she doesn't swear anymore, and yeah, she shared a bit of her testimony with me, and I could see that she had lines around her eyes, the lines that you normally get from someone who's been a smiler, someone who smiles a lot. So I noticed that. Cool. Pretty sure on the day she wasn't wearing a ring, because when you're single, generally speaking, if you meet someone, the person seems to be youngish, and relatively attractive. Generally speaking, one of the first things you do is look for a ring. That's one of the first things you do, because if there is a ring, then if that person is married, then the way you are with them is very, very different than the way you are with someone who is single. You can be a bit flirty with someone who's single. You can't be a flirty at all with someone who's married, can you? Yeah, but as I say, it come across that she was being a bit flirty with me. Certainly telling me the things she was telling me outside, that she doesn't swear anymore, and telling me a bit about her testimony to someone that she's only just met, seemed a bit flirty. I'm not judging her, because God wanted her to be that way, because God wanted my meeting with her to have an impact. That a week later, after God has said you're ready, I believed he was talking about her as my wife, and I accepted that love to come into me for her. So the idea that she would be my wife. Okay. When I started to see her nature, which was from the 24th of October onwards, that was a major problem. That was a huge problem, seeing how cold this woman could be, and seeing the fact that she had gone from colourful to grey. Her nature was grey. Everything about her was grey towards me. And I was like, okay, Father, I think that you're wanting me to see this, because if she's supposed to be my wife and we're supposed to be not getting married until this time, if she's got things that need to be worked out or she's not ready, then obviously there shouldn't really be that much contact between us right now. If that's what you're doing, then okay, I accept that. But then the more it went on, the more I'm thinking, oh, Father, are you kidding me? Really? Because, look, I don't know. Do I know her? No, I don't. But the impression I get from her is she is left-wing. I get this from a number of things. The fact that her and her husband have different surnames. The fact she didn't take his surname comes across of women's rights and strong woman and that sort of thing. That's what it comes across as, that she's an independent woman, she doesn't have to take her husband's name, all that sort of stuff. That's how it comes across. Whether that's the case, I don't know. I honestly don't know. That's how it comes across. Then the fact that when she's got a problem with someone, rather than talking to that person, she blocks them. Okay, again, that's very much left-wing cancel culture sort of crap. So her characteristics is like, towards the end of that stand, please God, no, let it not be her. For goodness sake. Yeah, Father, I know you're capable of all things, but this is seriously taking a piss. Really? You can turn her around from who she is now to who she needs to be within a matter of days, so we could be as husband and wife. No, Father, all things are possible with you, but come on, really? So when I started to understand that it's actually the characteristics of the person, if it's the characteristics of the person, then it's not her. there were massive red flags saying it's not her. Yes, was she the one that God told me about in 2010? I'm pretty sure, yeah. I think so. Yeah. But put it this way, if it is supposed to be her, if she's supposed to be the one, she's going to have to put in so much work to prove that. She really is, because I'm not going to believe that. Based upon what I saw of her characteristics, who she is as a person. Because, yeah, the rest of the stuff, I'm not that bothered by, really. You know? Not really. Because, as I say, it is a point of characteristics. When I talked about the character from the Bridgertons, or whatever that program was, it is really the case that it was her nature, it's not her looks. So I'm not bothered that Mrs. B didn't look like that. I mean, that has been my type, really. You know, that kind of hair, that sort of curl in the hair, that sort of length of hair has always been my type. That's always been my preferred. Pardon me. Or hiccups. That's always been my type. Yeah, so the fact that, yeah, my wife won't necessarily have that doesn't bother me, because, yeah, the ones that I picked in the past never worked. So, yeah, God picking, cool. I'm okay with that. No problem at all. That's brilliant. Because, yeah, as I say, when I picked, it didn't work. Yeah, otherwise I wouldn't be single now, would I? So, therefore, yeah. But, yeah, it's about who, because if you're living with that person and you're trying to make a relationship with that person, you don't stay with someone. Most people don't stay with someone. A relationship isn't beautiful. You don't really love someone based upon what they look like. That can make you love them more, but you don't love them based upon what they look like. You don't stay in love with them based upon that. It's based upon who they are as a person. And if my wife is going to be a 10, then who she is as a person, to me, has to be boom. Because I've already spoken about the way that I think. You know, if you're going to rate someone, that, you know, you should be rating really 1 to 2 marks with regards to image, looks, and 1 to 6 marks with regards to personality, characteristics, and who they are, and then 1 to 2 at the end to make the perfect 10. With regards to, you know, are you equally yoked with that person? What are you going to be pulling? Are you going to be as one in all things? Yeah, that's going to be the extra 2 to make it a 10. But as you see in there, who she is as a person is going to matter so much more. Yeah, because doing the final bit, the as one in all things, again, that's who she is as a person. That's going to make that happen, isn't it? Really? Yeah. If she's not the right person, if she doesn't have the right characteristics, you won't be together as one in all things. Yeah, so that's the point. I'm not waiting for a woman, I'm waiting for that woman. Have I met her? I don't think so. I could be wrong. Certainly, have I noticed in any woman that sort of characteristics yet? That sort of personality? Because, yeah, personality, you know, the willingness to be silly and to have fun and, you know, to make other people smile is also in there. Yeah, that's very important to me. So, yeah. Yeah, so have I seen that in anyone yet? No. No, and I'm not going to settle. Not in any way, shape or form. I'm not going to be with someone just for the sake of being with someone. I'm not going to do that. No. So as I say, can I choose it? Can I choose that person? No. So it's up to God to do that. Simple as that. It's up to Father to do that because He knows me, He knows her, and He knows the things that we won't be able to see in each other at first glance. So there's no point trying to date people to try and figure people out. Too old for that. I can't be arsed. Yeah, that's okay when you're like 17, 18 sort of thing, but not when you're a lot older. So there you go. I just thought I'd share with them. Well, I hope some of it helps you in some way. Because if you're in that sort of situation, I hope that you can do the same and look at what's really important, about the person you want. There you go. You take care. God bless. I will speak to you soon. Have a fantastic week. Enjoy. Bye bye.